Hello and welcome. We're back again for video 3 of this series in making our own pet sitting services website. So in this video we're going to complete all of the other pages, and then we will have all our pages ready before we finish off with the final touches in video 4. So let's dive in and get techable. I'm Suzy Web. Let's get learning. And now let's move on to the About Us. And this is just how quickly you can, pull together a website with a little pre-planning and some thought. And so now, as we don't really know who's going to be actually who this company is, I'm going to put some text in here. Okay. And I'm not sure if we're going to put this in here just yet. We're going to say company owner yet to announce, something like that, just so that we know that's where we have to fill it in. Or actually, I think what we can do, I think this is what I decided, because we don't know who the person would be, we'll just make a statement. Okay, it's like who we are. Well, we're dedicated, so we're all about dedication. Okay, so we're going to go with the who we are, and then for an image, it's interesting how they do that. Why so they've done this, and I guess they're trying to balance it with that. Alright, we'll keep that there. And again, I have some files set up. Let's see now. I think what I'll do instead, I'm going to get out of here for a minute, and I'm going to show you how you can load in a lot of images at once, because you really should know what your images are going to be. So if you go to your go to media on your dashboard, then you're going to see your entire library. And these are the the photos that came in with the starter site, and then these are the ones that I just added now. So what I want to do now is I want to add most of these images. So I'm going to go here. This is why. This is how you do it. So then you click on all of these, just load them all in. So all 16 will go in at once. So that's really fast, right? There we go. Just loaded in a bunch of photos that I thought would work well for us to use in the website, throughout the website. Some of them we may use, some of them we may not. Okay, let's go back to our page now about us. Go back to edit with Elementor. And this one I thought could be, I made 2 black and white, because I thought that would click on media library. And there it is. There's the dog one I wanted, right? And then down here I thought I'd put a cat one, and then down here we've got, oh yeah, so I think I put dedication. Here we are, and yeah, we're going to take this out because we don't really have these people. That, we don't really know how that's going to work, so we're going to take that out, and instead we're going to say, I want this to say about, to reflect about the dogs, and then the cats, and so I think what I need to do is create another little, I'm going to duplicate this. You see how there's 2 there? I'm going to duplicate that, And going to take that out, and we'll leave this who we are, like that. We'll take this out, and now here's where we're going to put about the dogs, okay? Because then that kind of suits the image that we're using there. So we really want to only focus on dogs and cats. So dogs, right? And then now we want to do same with cats. So this is not what we want. It's not set up how we want it. So I'm going to take that out. And then I'm going to duplicate this again. But now what I'm going to do is I'm going to swap them. See how easy that was? So now I'm going to make this about cats. Right? Here's our little blurb about what we think about cats. Right? Poor creatures can be fickle. And now we're going to put in our man with the cat. There we go. So who we are. Okay, we'll leave that for now. The only thing is I'm not sure it needs to be so far down. So you see how it's down? What I'm going to do here, up here, and this is the column. So again, this is the section. It's outlining it in blue. Then you have different little smaller tools within each of these units. But when you see the darker, it's a column. So we're going to look at that column. Okay, and what I'm going to do here is layout. I'm going to say top. It's there. See that? Pulled that up. I'm not sure whether it's better that way or not, but that's what we're going to do for now. Just to make sure they're both coming to the top, and then these ones would be in the middle. Okay, so then go back here, update that, and I'm going to go back here to our home page and get that section. There's a couple of different ways to do this. But I think for now I'm going to try it this way. Scroll down. So basically we want this whole section. So I'm going to right click on the options and see where it says save as template. Now that we have the Elementor Pro in there, we can do this. So we're going to go save as template. We're just going to call it explore chat. So then we know what that call to action is, right? And so now that's a section. So okay, and then now when we go back to the About Us page, we'll be able to say, just call in that section. And then that, say again, is another time saver in work. So you would go up here, add, and instead of making your layout choice here, these are your templates. So let's see what we have. We could choose all these different things, they're ready-made ones. But we saved one called Explore Chat. So we're going to insert it, and this just means if there was any images or how you set the fonts, you're going to say yes. And there it is. Now we can just delete that one. And that's exactly what we wanted, right? Update. So then now we see we've done the home page and the About Us page. So we're moving right along here. So we've got the About Us, we've got the home page. Now we need to do the services page. And these were our services. Remember, we wanted stay, and so what we do, right? So we don't really need this area again. We can say here, this, and then now we're having over here, we're going to go what do we want to say here? We offer a variety of care choices. And then we could say we are also happy to provide customized services if you don't see, now we'll just say we're happy to provide customized services. We know not all pets are alike. There we go, that works for me. And then now we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 choices here. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to make 2 and 2, just because then we can have more room to say some things. Again, I'm going to put a bit of padding here. I'll put 30 and 30 for now. And then we're going to say stay. So these are the things that we offer, right? So I'll put a title in here. It says stay. These are our stay services. And then now we don't want another title, we just want to put in the content. And so now here's an interesting thing I want to share with you here. So this is called a WYSIWYG, what you see is what you get, editor. Now sometimes when you type in here, you'll get odd lines and whatnot, different formatting. So I'm just copying, and this is like a text editor, so there's no formatting in there. So if I click here where it says text and just replace the text here, right, and then go to the visual, of course it's not going to do it for me. Why is it not doing it? There it goes. There. Then it will go in exactly as I want it, as I wanted it to, as I put it in. So that's just a little tip there. Okay, and then we're going to finish off with repeating what we said earlier about these services. And I think we'll make this a header, but we're not going to have it this big at all, of course. Okay, we're going to change that style right away. And we're going to go to the Montserrat to keep with our regular text. And we're going to make this only like 20 maybe. Let's see what this style is. Copy that. Paste the style. Just so it, no, come on. That shouldn't have happened. Paste style. It's always little things you have to work out. Oh, it's okay. Could be right. Because it wasn't set to Montserrat. I'm going to make that, I think 18 would be enough. And we're going to set that at 5. Maybe 18. Let's try 16. I like to make it, good enough to see if you have, you need to think about accessibility for people that, are senior or just might need to have a little more attention to the visual. So I'm going to put 1.6 resolution. There we go. And I might again make this italic just so that it's something a little different. Right, there we go. That's our pet block for the stay. And then I'll show you another tip what I'm planning here. And then actually what I can do here is see, this is again a shortcut. I'm going to duplicate the column. Yes, that brought in a third one. I'm going to get rid of that one. because now I want this one to be the exercise one. Right, so we're going to go just copy the text for the exercise, and go back here to the text editor, pop that in there, go to the visual display, click over there and it will show up. Here we're going to type in exercise, because that's the service we're offering. Then we need our last little repeater kind of promotion that we put on the front page, just so that there's some dialogue. See that there's a little bit of difference there. So this one, whatever reason we want to say, if a pet is older and frail, just shorten these a couple of words. So if for whatever reason they require you to be away, we're happy to come and stay in a manner that suits you. Some people like a human to stay at their home. Sometimes twice a day. If a pet is older or frail. Let's just try taking that much out. And there you go. See how I evened that up? Just because I like balance. And now what I'm going to do is another shortcut. I'm going to just duplicate this 2 section. But I'm going to put some padding here. I want some extra padding on the bottom. Okay, so I'm making 50 at the bottom. And here at the top I'm going to make 50. And you'll see why in a minute. Okay, and then now we're going to feed the area feeding. And it's just, having these shortcuts to do duplicating and replacing is just, it's such a huge time saver. And did it not copy in? Paste. Okay. There we go. Then this is going to say feed. Right? And then we need our little repeater phrase. Nutrition is necessary. It certainly is. Pets and humans alike. There we go. And now we're going to pop in the text about our cleaning. Attention to cleaning. Paste. And pets. There we go. Clean. And now we need our repeater phrase. And again, now we're going to have to trim a couple words here. Pets can act out. Yes, they can. Clean is clean, and we know litter boxes. And so we'll just take this last bit out. And there we go. I'm going to update that. Okay, and then these are our boxes. But now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a little bit of styling here. So I'm going to put 10 in the margin, and that means outside of that is 10. And I'm going to put 10 in here in the padding, and then I'm going to go here to the style, and I'm going to put box shadow. Okay, and I think that needs a little bit more margin. So let's try 20. No, go back to 10's okay. Maybe we need the 20 here. Yeah, that looks a little better. Maybe even 30. Yeah, that looks nice. Right? And so again, I can just go right click, copy, go over to this box and go paste style. And now, and it's looking good, but they're too close together. So then what I'm going to do is here, back here, in the margins, I'm going to make some increase here on the right side. Let's go with 30. And then this one on the left, we'll make that 30 as well. And then you'll see that that looks nice. Right? Okay. And then so again, we can go copy and paste style and copy and paste style. There you go. So there's our services, and that looks kind of good. Only I think what I would do, rather than having it this way, let's duplicate this for a minute. Take this one off. Take this one off. And then we could center this. Style. Sorry, rather. Layout. What am I missing? Is it in the advanced? No, that's odd. What am I missing here? Oh, there, down here. Sorry, it's in the heading. Okay, and then same down here. Clicking on the little edit. And we're looking for the, oh, it's already centered. Yeah, let's see, this is different. Let's see if we can do it here. Yep, we can. There we go. There. Just kind of something a little bit different. We have that there. We're not going to need this. And I did like these little things there. But now I need to give them more space to come down. So let's go with 50. Okay, so that's, yeah, I like that. That's nice. And then, so for our pricing plans, we've got 1, 2, what do we have? Pricing plans, in-home sale, in-home cat care, dog care, and special services for seniors. So, what I was thinking here was add another section here. We could try this. We'll try 4. No. Yeah, it's interesting how I'm just going to do one big one. Now I need some space here. Let's do another 50. And then now we're looking for price tables. Oh, there's a price table there. Try that. Okay, and obviously we don't want one big one. And we're going to style one up and then fix the others. So first we're going to need to have a title that says price tables or pricing, so people know what we're talking about here. Price options. Okay. Oops. There we go. Price options. And then now we're going to have, again, we'll click on the pencil to edit this. edit, and you can just see edit your title. So then this is going to be the in-home stay. Yeah, I don't know the pricing. No idea, really. So we'll just put until that's known, and it wouldn't be monthly. Let's not do it that way. Let's do it as a feature. We could do it as 2 to 3 days. That's going to be one price. And 4 to 7 days. That's another price. And then we would offer a custom. Right. So we can figure out the pricing a little later. And then we would say the footer. Maybe we'll just say Pet Pals. For now, we'll just say Pet Pals. Right? And instead of click here, yeah, I guess we could say click here. Okay, so we've got in-home stays. And what do we want to make this look like? So the header background, do we want this? Okay. Or do we want this? Yeah, we'll do that. That looks alright. And then we're going to duplicate that. And now you get the idea of what I'm doing here. And then we're going to have, this is going to be daily cat care plan. Enter your description. I don't know about that. Alright. So the daily plan offers this. 2-time day feed and care. 1 hour twice, so that's obviously 2 hours. So in this situation you could charge per hour. I think again we'll leave the yeah, and you would change depending on how many days they want you for. And we could do the same for the dogs. And right, this would be the dog one. Daily dog care. 2-time feed and care, which would include walking, all the rest. And, you know, some of that we can figure that out as we go along. And then here we're going to have a special senior support. And that would be and this is going to be care. Custom care. Let's do custom. Custom care. And that would include things like, let's see, what sort of things did I say? Food delivery, maybe they, you know, it's hard for them to carry bags. Especially dog chow. Boy, that can be kind of heavy. Maybe a little pet grooming, just minimal. Might be like something like trimming their nails. Maybe some pet exercise, because it's difficult for them to do. and might include a need to go to a vet visit. So that might be something that we would need to offer as well. But see, now I've messed up my thing, so I'm going to take this out and keep them at 3 so there's nice and balanced. Now we're going to turn that off. And again, remember we have made our section already, so we can just go here to a template, and we're going to go to the Explore Chat to pull that in, right? And then there we go. But we need a little more spacing here. So let's put another 50 up here. And then we can get rid of this. And let's see how we're doing an update. This is our services page, right? So these are the services we offer. Okay, explore the chat. And now we're going to offer a little case study. So let's see, this is to show you how to put in a video. So before I go there, I'm going to go over here to the media section. And I've saved that page, so that's fine. Going to the media, go back here, and I'm going to pull in this video. And you'll see that it loads in. Alright, so it's listed on self-hosted. And choose file. I thought I did that. Okay. Oh, there we go. See, there's always, each widget is a little different. But there we go. So, and we've got, no, we don't want it to autoplay. No, that's fine. Okay. We don't want it to download. And we don't want an image over it. But we could say something here like Mickey loves to swim. Okay, and then you could say something like one of our top dogs likes to swim and fetch branches. How's that? Something like that. Okay, so we're getting there. And then now let's go have a look at this page so that we can make sure that the video is actually going to play. Just going to update this. Sometimes I do that as a second for sure. And we can view the page from here if we want. This will take us to the front end. Here's our services again. Right? It's looking pretty nice. Mickey loves to swim. And there you go. You can see he does indeed like to do that. So that's kind of nice. Alright, so now remember I mentioned that the toolbar can get a little busier once you get more things in. So instead of going back to the dashboard, what we can do here is actually just jump in to Edit with Elementor here, and it will open that page for us again. Because I have one more thing for us to do on this page, and that's the FAQs. Right? So, oh, I see what they've done. See, it's different. So they've made each one a single one. Well, that's fine. We can just work with what they've done, right? So here's our first question. Copy. There's the question. And yeah, I'm on the wrong one. No, it doesn't really matter. Just pull it up. Okay, there's the first one. How much notice do we need? Here's the answer. And again, I just kind of thought of some questions I thought I would normally ask, I suppose, if it were me. Funny how it does that, okay. Then this would be the second question. What kind of payment do you take? And I'm doing the copy and paste because I'm not a very speedy typer. I'm not bad, but I only type with 3 fingers, so. Okay, here we go. And if I focus, I can get there a little faster. Alright, so. Just a little quirk there. You see how it doesn't load in until you go off that particular section. Okay, here's a question that I always have. Do you have a limit to the number of pets that you'll service? Because we have a few cats, let's put it that way. I don't really want to tell you how many few we have. But let's just say more than 2. Okay, so. Okay, one more question. Oops. Oh yes, what happens if my pet takes ill while in your care? This is a really important question. And certainly, you know, it's always a good idea to make sure that the person caring for your animal is aware of your vet and giving them permission to act on your behalf, because after all, they're in your care. They're in their care. Okay, let's update that. And then let's have another look at our website and see how we're doing. Okay, pages. So, let's just go to the front here. And we're still going to have to fix our header because we're changing this. Here we are, we've got pets. Okay, this is looking pretty nice. Stay connected. No, that didn't. I will have to make a little adjustment, but it's still not bad for now. Care options, happy faces, a little more padding here than we need. So I can fix that certainly. Right, so that's pretty nice. Who we are, I would probably change that to just about. And then just maybe say about us. Dedication, I might say what we believe. Something, I'll think on that. Might put a little something here to pop that out. Here's what I mean. Just quickly go in here to Elementor. And let's see if I can do this, because they've got this margin thing here that may make it not possible. Nope, I can. Okay. Sometimes it's just nice to put a little extra shadow in there so it gets your attention. There we go. It's not a big deal, but it's just a little something. Now, to change the, see it says about us, but on the menu it says who we are. So how are you going to fix that? That's easy. The menu is under the appearance, and you'll see menu. So, and the menu structure is, we have one main menu in this one. So it's saying home, who we are, right? But we don't want it to say who we are, we want it to say about us. Okay, so we're going to save that change. And we're not having a blog at this point, so we're just going to remove that from there. Right? And instead of saying get in touch, we're going to say contact. And again, I may change this to just about so that it's all one word. So see, everything is one word. And now if we go have a look at our menu, we'll see home, about, services, and contacts. We've done this. A quick look here. Okay, our services again. Price options, and a bit about Mickey and the FAQs. Okay. Now the one thing that I might do is change the this. We don't want this, of course. We're not going to be downloading an app, but I might make that the contact instead, perhaps. I'm not sure. We'll see. Okay. And okay, so I think that's good for now, because I think next time what we're going to do is we'll be changing the logo, and then we're going to add in things like the contact form and the SEO. So those are the things that we'll cover in the next video. But so far in this video, we've loaded in the Astra theme. We're using the Astra theme. We're learning how to use the Elementor Page Builder. And then we've gone through and basically just taken a website and restyled it, changed the text, changed some of the sections, and made it something that, you know, we could use pretty much right away. I'm just going to fix that padding that I noticed was a little too heavy down here. Don't need quite as much. Yeah, no, just it's a bit crazy. I don't think we need any of that. And that's fine. So that will help that. Bring that up. Okay, so we're going to leave it there for now. Okay, so I hope that you've enjoyed learning how to style the starter, the Astra starter website to make it one that is truly your own. Hi, I'm Suzy Web. Be sure and come back and join us in the next video when we finish off our pet sitting website. And if you haven't already, be sure and review the last 2 videos of this series to see how we started off and how we are going to get to finishing your first WordPress website in a matter of a couple of hours. Thanks for joining, and if you haven't already, be sure and like this video and subscribe and follow along as we learn more about how to get techable.